back to the daily grind with the only free MMA channel that fucking matters, full-time MMA. And I just want to say thank you to whoever shared the Brock Lesnar swiftly responds to John Jones video, because that bitch jumped up from 400 to about 3,000 views in a total of 2 hours, and we got 20 subscribers off that shit. So big fucking thank you to whoever that was. Hitter, day one hitters on deck, free hitters on deck, lurker hitters on deck. Now let's get to the news, because this was actually some good shit, man. Much respect. This tells you a lot about where John Jones is as a person, man, because we were surprised just because of the rivalry. I mean, John Jones, when we last seen him, man, versus Daniel Cormier, after he beat Daniel Cormier, he hit him with the suck it. There was still bad blood after the fight. You could still see John Jones didn't really give a fuck. You know, you didn't really see this side of John Jones that we saw after Daniel Cormier broke down in tears in the octagon, because he realized the legacy, the rivalry, everything is gone. Daniel Cormier's legacy is not gone, but his potential legacy as the greatest fighter of all time was in the grasp last night. The rivalry with John Jones ended last night without him getting a win. So, man, whenever Joe Rogan talked to Daniel Cormier in the mic, you know, Joe Rogan doesn't like interviewing fighters who've just been knocked out, and he told Daniel Cormier that, and you could tell it was kind of hard for Daniel Cormier to gather his thoughts. There was really too much going on in Daniel Cormier's mind, and not to mention the knockout. So Joe Rogan's probably got a really good point here as far as not wanting to interview guys right after they get knocked out, because it wasn't a good look for Daniel Cormier. He wasn't able to say what he would have liked to say. I'm sure he would have liked to say better. All he got to really do was like say, I guess there's no rivalry. You know, it was just like fucking disheartening to see Daniel Cormier in there like bewildered after just getting knocked out. So many people are listening to what he has to say at that exact moment, and he can't gather his thoughts. I mean, it's not like he's not a smart person. He couldn't put together his thoughts on any given day. It's just that with so fucking much going on in that moment, on top of being knocked out, it's just hard to respond right there. So Joe Rogan told him, man, I don't like interviewing people after they get knocked out. What do you have to say, Daniel Cormier? And he was just like, what do you have to say about your rivalry with John Jones? And he was like, I mean, I guess there's no rivalry if I lost them both. And then, you know, he kind of started crying again. But John Jones, he showed his fucking courage, his growth, his maturity when he got the mic and he said, man, this is what he had to say. I've got it right here, but I'll just say I'm proud of John Jones, man. Just in what he had to say. Listen to what he had to say, because this is really the truth. This is what I've been waiting on. This is like the truth that a lot of people, this is my truth. Like, even though Daniel Cormier, you laugh at him sometimes, you know, because he's a little cringy and he tries to be a good role model, so he kind of says things out of character sometimes. That's funny and all and cringy, but at the same time, that's good shit right there. So this is what John Jones had to say. I want to take this time to thank Daniel Cormier for being my biggest rival and motivator. He has absolutely no reason to hang his head. He's been a model champion, a model husband, a model father, teammate, and leader. I aspire to be much more like that man. He's a true champion for the rest of his life, Jones said. And that right there, fucking respect. That literally gives me like the chills damn near, just thinking about the rivalry between John Jones and Daniel Cormier, thinking about how Daniel Cormier never got a win over John Jones. John Jones could have kicked Daniel Cormier while he was down. He could have said this wasn't a rivalry. That dude over there was never a true champion. This is my era. John Jones could have did so many other things rather than, this is maybe the first time I can remember John Jones like spoke from his heart. I felt like the true John Jones. A lot of people never know when John Jones is being real. This was as real as it gets. Everything he said there, just, I mean, that's true. I agree about that with Daniel Cormier. Everything John Jones had to say. Daniel Cormier is a model champion, a model husband, a model father, a model teammate, a model leader. Daniel Cormier's never did anything to prove otherwise. You call him fat, call him double cheeseburger, call him double croissant, call him Daniel Cringe, call him whatever you want to call him. He's still a model husband, father, champion, teammate, leader. So the memes are funny. The internet is savage. I'm a savage. I'm going to make jokes about it just because I know that shit is funny. And I enjoy the comedy. But that doesn't mean I stop for a second and just fucking appreciate and just realize the growth and the maturity of John Jones here when he had to say that, man. Because you know the whole fucking world wants to crush Daniel Cormier with memes. And you know how John Jones could have got a lot of fucking clicks, a lot of fucking a lot of everything. If he would have, people would have loved it if he would have fucking came out and hit Daniel Cormier with the suck it again and just went fucking ham on him on the mic. But this right here to me is better, because this shows Jon Jones' maturity. This shows Jon Jones is in the right place. He let his performance do the talking as far as seeing where he is in terms of fighting. Where did he have ring rust? Did he have octagon jitters? Is he clean? He let his performance prove all of that. And then in order to prove his maturity as a fighter, he went out and as a person, as a human being, as a champion, he fucking grabbed the mic and he spoke from his heart, and he said everything perfect. So hey, Daniel Cormier, you can't do nothing. I mean, just on this video right here, it's nothing but fucking respect. You know, I respected Daniel Cormier anyway. I wasn't people, oh, you, I'm not even going to get into these fucking trolls in the comments. I'm just going to respond to them in the comments, because they're not worth the fucking, they don't deserve to be mentioned on this fucking respectful ass video. Jon Jones coming out showing he's the true champion, the true king, the true greatest of all time. I so want to talk about what these trolls have been saying, but I'll say that in some other videos. It is what it is. Subscribe, hit thumbs up. Much appreciation for fucking sharing that video, whoever you are. Somebody shared this shit to something big. I don't know if it was a fucking Facebook group, if it was somebody's Twitter, if it was a website. I don't give a fuck. You can share this shit. Somebody asked me if it was okay if they shared my videos. Are you fucking crazy, dog? Share these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if you put these videos up on your own channel. I don't give a fuck unless you get crazy with this shit. I don't give a fuck what you do to share this shit, man. I don't, hey, spread this motherfucker as much as you want. Hit share, hit whatever the, hey. I don't even know why you would have to ask me that. Fuck yeah, you can share my video, dog. I would much appreciate it. I'd damn near rather you share the video than give me a donation, man, because that helps me just as much, just helping the channel grow. I mean, donations definitely help. If you've been following me on Snapchat, I've been taking you on a little adventure. I know I've been riding around this bitch on E. What the fuck you mean, dude? But it's all good. We got to the gas to hey. Follow me on Snapchat if you got a Snapchat. In the next 24 hours, you'll see. I took Snapchat through the fucking hood I grew up in, like the area I grew up in. I showed them some shit, man. So if you got Snapchat, the next 24 hours, I suggest you follow. You'll also get to see the highlights from the pay-per-view last night. I put the highlights on my Snapchat too, because you can do that. It's a little fucking clip. So if you want to see the highlights of the actual fights and shit, follow me on Snapchat. Or if you just want to see a little more about my daily life, man, and me building the studio. I'm starting to work on the studio. Amazon just sent me the pop filter for my microphone, even though the microphone didn't come with it. That should come today or tomorrow. So getting the microphone, I'm about to start moving a little bit of furniture down in that bitch, man. It's a work in progress. It is what it is, though. I already said it. I'm out. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, hit like same shit. Let the haters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments, dude. My wife suffers from a drinking problem. No, she's not an alcoholic. I am. She's just the one who suffers.